Let's go and welcome back to another week of Talking Trophies. Today's a special episode. Damo's not here, so it's going to be an episode. This episode is going to be called Rayvo and Friends. Because I'm kicking it with the boys. The camera's all zoomed on me. That's why I got the shirt, the light shirt, you know what I mean? I want to get comfortable. I want the Deevs and Daveys to get comfortable. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, Deevs and Daveys. If you're listening on the podcast as well, or Spotify, Apple Podcast, hit us with a follow, please. Hit us with a follow, and we're trying to get to 1,000. I'll see what we can do. That's the goal. And so get along with us. Get on the journey, Deevs and Daveys. We're gonna have a strong end to the year. So show us some love. Actually, wait, I'm getting a text. Wait.
He's getting a text.
I'm getting a text from the producer. I'm saying recording now. He's gonna see me saying this. Recording now. Anyways, I wanna go on a quick rant because I went to a spot in the northern suburbs. And guys, I've never had customer service this bad. I've had better customer service in Chinese shops with a Chinese lady that doesn't speak English, that's 50 years old, that looks a bit grumpy. I went to a shop called Katiki. Katiki is based in the northern suburbs.
Katik.
Yeah, Katik,
isn't it?
Katik. Meheraba Nasasin, Iyim Sunasasin. Shout out all my Turkish Deevs and Daveys. Went to this spot, super hype spot in the northern suburbs. Literally, the place was full. The place was full to the brim. We went there. It's a 15-minute wait. You got to wait 15 minutes just to get your food. Anyways, I go inside and I ordered. And I go to the lady. I said, here, I pay. And I go, how long? I said, how long do you reckon? And I'm a respectable guy. I have respect. Grew up with some morals. I said, excuse me, how long am I going to the food? She literally looked at me and goes, what? You know, the Arab northern suburb style. What do you mean, what?
What?
I just paid for a service. I paid for food. What do you mean, what? She goes, what? Anyways, I'm like, this food better hit. I swear to God, that lady could have chucked an egg at me. She could have spat on the food. That was the best Adana roll I've had in my life.
That place is always packed, isn't it?
It's
Every
worth
time
it.
I've been there, it's been packed.
It's packed, yeah.
So shout out to the Turkish guys, man.
Yeah.
They're running it big over there.
I don't mind that bad service. I actually don't mind that bad customer service. It's worth it. It's worth it. But I want to talk about big news this week, actually. It's big news in Australia. I think it's something that shocked us. You know? Generally, people complain. Last week, we were talking about neo-Nazis. We were talking about the weeks before. We talk about immigration. We talk about this minor detail stuff. I think this is fishes in a massive ocean because there's whales in the ocean too. What was her name? Lan? I knew I was going to butcher her name.
Lan.
Okay. Chinese international student. They say Chinese American, but I think she's
Her
linked
name
to
is Lan Yang.
Lan Yang.
Known as
Also
the
known as
Celestial Dragon Girl.
Celestial Dragon Girl on Chinese social media. So pretty much we've come to the conclusion that you can drive a Rolls Royce in Australia at the age of 23 under the influence and get bailed out for $70 million. Can we confirm that the bail was 70 million? Slimy said the bail was 70 million. Is that true or what are they saying?
Oh, they said it was around 70 million, yeah. AUD.
AUD or Chinese yen?
AUD.
Okay. What's going on? Is this what we've become? What is Australia? Have we sucked up to the CCP this much? Are we a communist country? I want to know, are we a communist country? Have we lost all value? We're paying tax. We work hard. But apparently the CCP they can bring their young girls here, she has a multi-million-dollar like penthouse suite or something. I heard about that. And they can drive Rolls Royces under the influence. She crashed a Rolls Royce worth $1 million. And guess what? She's got fans now.
Apparently, there's like 100 Chinese internationals waiting for her at the police station as soon as she came out. They just wanted to take pictures of her and things like that.
Yeah.
So that's so interesting.
And then you got the neo-Nazis saying bad niggas, not machetes. What does this country come to? Where is the Australian Constitution? What happened on Federation? Is this what we declared 1901? Is this what happened when we removed the white Australia policy? What is going on? I think Australia has just fell off. But you know what? We do get $70 million. Wait, but with bail, yeah, it's 70 million And if you come to court, whatever, and you face your sentence, you get the 70 million back. Is that how it works, right, bail? Does
I'm
anyone
not
know
too
how
sure,
the
no.
Somali Steve?
I don't think you get the money back now.
You do.
So that bail money, I'm pretty sure goes straight to the government
I thought the bail's like a bond. They're saying, hey, listen, we'll pay you
to
It's
get
like-
out early.
No, the bail is so you get an early release, but the bail is saying until court, we're holding this money. Once you face your sentencing, once you go through everything, that's when you get your money back.
We shall find out. One moment.
Yeah, can you search that up? But $70 million. If that money doesn't come to every Australian, we should get $2 each. Yeah, if you're charged with an offense, the police or court decides whether you can be released on bail. Bail is a promise, yeah, sometimes backed with money or security that you will come back to court and follow the rules they set. Yeah. So
Yeah,
like
but it doesn't say you get your money back, though.
you do get your money back.
Okay, let's find out.
Type, do you get your money back?
Do you get your bail back?
Yeah, so
This is how you know we're all very law-abiding citizens, by the way.
in Australia, if you follow all your bail conditions and show up to court when required, you
get your money back. Wow.
So she's
okay.
getting $70 million back. You see, this is the thing. We want to make... The problem with Australia, we're trying to staunch. We're trying to show authority, but we don't have the authority. Because Anthony Albanese has to go now, in 3 months. He has to fly to Beijing, and he has to sit down with Xi Jinping, and he has to tell Xi Jinping why he arrested someone that's probably linked to the CCP. Is this what Australia has become? Is this what we get for being allies with America?
So it was a bail of $27 million,
27.
apparently. $27 million, which is
Oh,
still
27.
an insane
That's still
amount of
crazy.
money.
That's still a lot. It's more than the car.
Yeah. Hey, do you reckon the judge is like, let me just set a ridiculous number so they don't pay it, and then they're like, all right, we'll pay it. And the judge is tripped out?
I reckon the judge knew. So that's
But
why
how-
they
how
set
would-
it so high. I think that's why the court set it so high.
I've never heard this much money, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I've never heard a amount this high.
Especially for a 23-year-old.
for a
Drunk driving.
23-year-old.
She didn't kill anyone.
She did fall for the stereotype about Asians and driving. That's a tough one. But yeah, police said the Rolls Royce driving. A 23-year-old driver. I've never been in a Rolls Royce. I'm 28. I'm old.
It says 320 million RMB, which is actually $70 million. So, yeah,
Okay,
right there. 70 million Australian dollars, approximately 320 million
Oh, damn. Yeah, you're right.
RMB. So 70 million, crazy.
That's
insane.
insane.
Amount.
70 million. We probably won't see 70 million in our life. We'll probably see about, look, I'm going to back myself. I'm confident in myself. I'll probably see about 5-10 mil. Yeah. The closest I'm going to get to 5 to 10 mil is probably in the afterlife, guys. Let's be real. But that's
Is that like Will Smith? Like, isn't his GDP net worth like 70 mil, something like that? 70, 80?
I just
Like his entire net worth.
You know how crazy it is that
70
like
mil.
government, like people in government positions of government have like money. Like there's so much money in government. It's like you can just get a loan. You get paid out crazy rates, salaries for things. It's just insane. It baffles me that they have that much money. That you can send you have that much money that you can send your 23-year-old daughter to another country, give her the best apartment, let her drive $1 million Rolls Royce.
She's not an international student. She
What
does
is she?
TikToks.
We got 9,000 followers on TikTok. You reckon we can just start going on live and do that challenge? You know the ones where you do the blue versus red? You know what I'm talking about?
No,
Where you send like universe coins, you battle it off. Battle Royale.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. Like you can do a battle royale on TikTok. Go, like, send. And people send things and you can get paid for it.
You get paid for that, yeah. They make decent amount of
So
money. Like,
do you reckon
people do that as a day job, actually. Crazy.
Maybe even, I reckon, you know what, go to China, make content as a black creator in China. You're going to face racism. They're going to say, I've seen that there's a video of like a black lady in the lift and the Asian ladies walk into the lift and they're just like covering their nose. Black people do face racism wherever we go. Black Lives Matter. But go China and make content.
Yeah.
You got access to 1 billion people.
There's a few that have actually done it. A couple of black people.
Yeah.
And they speak proper Mandarin, and the Chinese natives, they are wigging out because they've never seen a black guy walking around those sorts of areas.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? They're like,
Yeah.
what color is your skin? What color is your blood?
What colour's your blood is
asking
crazy,
questions like
bro.
that, you know, let me touch your hair.
Yeah.
It's just insane because
When's the Black Empire gonna rise again? When's the Black Empire gonna rise so we can take power and bring justice to the world? No one's saying anything?
What country do you reckon in Africa is probably the closest to it?
Rwanda?
Rwanda, you reckon?
Yeah?
I reckon Rwanda as well.
Rwanda's not bad,
What about
bro.
Nigeria? Like, if they stop all the scamming nonsense that they're doing,
No,
really get
Nigeria
their
is
ass
South
out.
Gwala
Africa
Gwalas,
finished.
no, the Gwala Gwalas are probably the most efficient Africans. They're
pretty
switched
efficient.
on, bro. You send a Gwala Gwala anywhere in the world, they fit in, guys. They fit in and they work hard. I'll give it up to them. But the Rwandans, I don't know what they're doing. You know your country's doing good when you're going to other African countries and giving money to rebels to export goods and resources for your country. You know what I mean? Exactly. Like what they're doing in the Congo. Yeah. And it just shows, guys, this. We use words like colonialism. We use words like imperialism. Once you get power, everyone does it. There's no justice in this world. You see the look. China is meant to be a communist country, but they've got 23-year-olds coming to Sydney, where people are living in Mount Druitt trying to start rap careers because life is that hard. The communist is meant to be everyone's equal. They got 23-year-olds coming to our country with multi-million-dollar apartments. Rolls Royce is driving in the city. And the neo-Nazis are screaming, bad niggas, no machetes. What have we come to? Has Channel 7 News been bought out by Labour? Channel 7 News been bought out by the CCP as well? I know Red Rooster has. So what's going on? That's the question we need to ask, I think, as Australians. We need to start asking these questions. Who's the enemy? The CCP?
Who owns Red Rooster? That's a real question.
That's the real question. It's a tax write-off for the Chinese government. You know what I mean? And shout out, and don't get me wrong, shout out, I love my Chinese. You know that. I always eat out Chinese. I love good Chinese friends. We love it. But the CCP can't have this much of an influence in Australia.
Shout out Lang Zhao.
Shout out Lang Zhao, by the way. Get the beef brisket dry. Which one do you like?
Oh, the beef brisket dry noodles.
Yeah, slaps.
Slaps.
Yeah, but like, it's just, I think you're thinking like, okay, all this news is happening, all this controversy happening. Why is the CCP have this much of an influence in Australia? Why does China have that much of an influence? You know? Why does the government? Because the government actually supports the businesses. They put money into businesses and stuff like that. That's why they're able to compete with these American companies. With the electrical vehicle businesses in America, why they're all struggling is because China just shipping them in. Yeah? And all these companies that China's shipping, all these manufacturers that China's shipping in, they're all getting money from the government. They're all getting funded. You know? And the thing is, the government actually has power in China. You seen what they did to Alibaba's, what's his name? The CEO of Alibaba?
Is he still missing?
No, he's found. They found him. Yeah, he wasn't missing.
He was missing
You know
for a
what I
while.
mean? And I think after the 10-minute rant I went on, or whatever, 5-minute rant I went on, I'm probably not going China now. You know how Americans are scared to go to the Middle East? Yeah. I'm scared to go to China now. Because they're going to do a face scan, they're going to see this video of me, and they're going to say, don't let this guy into the country. You know what I mean? I've always wanted to go. I wanted to go Shanghai, but I don't think after this rant I could go there. Anyways, let's lighten things up, Deevs and Daveys. I want to ask a question. I was looking at a post, and it said the question was, when hearing about something. Okay, I forgot how to speak English. But would you rather? What's worse, finding something out or figuring it out? Let's just say something like a conspiracy or something going on, something happening in your life. Do you prefer like someone coming to you and saying, "Hey, so and so, this happened" or whatever, or you just clocking it?
Probably finding out is worse, I reckon.
Yeah.
Because you don't have time to consider the news. Like, say somebody just dropped a bombshell on you. You're processing that immediately. Whereas if you were to think about it yourself and come to that realization yourself, you know, you got time to think about it more and then come to a proper decision later on. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but like, imagine you're an overthinker.
In that case, then you can...
That's your curse. Because you're just stuck there, like, not knowing something. You're trying to figure it out. Like, you're trying to realize something. But let's just say you do realize it, but then your brain just takes you somewhere else. Like you just keep trying to figuring it out. Even though you found the answer. Like some people find an answer of something.
True.
And then they just go, but, blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
And they're in a rabbit hole, thinking about something, making up hypothetical situations. It happens. So what would you say? What would you say, Slimy? Would you prefer?
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
Probably, I'd rather realize than find out. I'd rather have the time to process everything, finding out some like fucked shit, than it just happened right in front of me because I'd probably crash the fuck out. I don't know what I'd do in that moment.
No, like someone just telling you something.
Yeah,
Or
I'd
you'd
rather realize it.
It depends on the nature of what you're finding out, though.
Something bad. Like, let's just say, like, bad news.
Like someone died.
I'd rather
bad
realize.
news.
Oh,
Huh?
Like someone died. Bad news.
Damn, not that bad.
damn.
So something lighter than that. Okay.
Something lighter than that.
Something bad happened to someone close to you, but you don't know.
Yeah, let's go with something bad,
like
something
that.
close to you. And you know how it is. Sometimes families go hush-hush about things or friends go hush-hush about things. And then you realize it. Or someone in your friends or your family just saying, hey, this happened. Which one would you prefer?
Oh, in that situation, finding out. Because then I can actually help the person.
There's no help. There's no solution after this.
There's nothing. It's
You
just finding out.
It's just gossip. It's just like something. You know what I mean? It's not like...
Yeah.
It's a tough one. Deevs and Daveys, let us know. But like, it's a situation. This happens every day in life. You know, some people just like things happen in life, and then like some people don't tell people things. You know, and then some people just like clock onto things. They'll be like, oh, this is happening, and then they connect it. And then some people, even if it's happening in front of them, they wouldn't know. Which one would you prefer to be?
Which one would you prefer?
Yeah,
I think
tell us your thoughts.
I'd rather be the finding out.
So you rather
I'd
someone tell
rather-
you something.
Huh?
You rather someone tell you the information.
Yeah, because I just can't be stuffed. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't want to be those. I can't be an overthinker, bro. I think being an overthinker will be the death of me, man. Don't you think? Like just that person that's always trying to realize things. That's always trying. It's like everything's a problem. It's like what Kanye West said. If you're thinking about what you want to say, life's just a test or something like that. I don't know if that makes sense, but like,
Yeah, the curse of overthinking is bad, though. I see where you're coming from.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we are overthinkers. This generation is probably the most overthinkers because we have so much time. We have so much time. Because it's just like, what happened to the days where you used to just have a job? That job used to absolutely thrash every physical and mental being in you. You come home, you
Exhausted.
rest, you come home knackered. You come home wrecked. Have your food, watch your TV. No brain cells used after that. You go to sleep, you go to work the next day. What happened to those times? Because in those times, like, the most you could see is probably what's happening on the news. And even before that, the most you could see is what's happening on the newspaper. And I don't read the news. Let's just say I'm illiterate. I can't read because not everyone could read. So I'm just reading. I don't read the newspapers. I just come home. I just kick it with my wife for 3 hours and then go to bed.
Kick it. Yeah.
That's life.
Yeah.
You know? And I think now we got so much information. We're just stuck thinking about things. Like you just be kicking it and then you'd be like, Gaza. You'd be kicking it. Putin Trump are meeting in Alaska. You'd be kicking it. What's this girl crashing a Rolls Royce? Why are these thoughts coming in my head? Except the Gaza one, free Palestine. But why are the other thoughts coming in my head constantly? You know what I mean? Irrelevant. So like, I'd rather be a finder. I don't want to be a realizer. I'd probably say that.
Fair enough.
Huh?
So 2 against 1, I reckon we win, though.
Yeah, you guys win. Yeah, you guys are just stuck thinking about.
But to be fair to you,
Yeah.
until you find out the truth, your realization isn't the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're just stuck in that loop of overthinking.
Yeah. No. In my situation?
Not in your
Or
situation.
like if you're
as a realizer.
As a realizer, yep.
Yeah, you're just stuck in a loop until you actually find out it's a truth.
Yeah.
Because it's what you realize may just be from your perspective. It's actually the truth.
And sometimes you don't want to even ask, hey, is this going on? Because you don't want to look like, hey, I'm like getting too involved or whatever.
Too involved, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, you're right. Yeah, it's a tough one. I think yeah, people nowadays, yeah, they're just stuck. Like it's just like, I don't know. Should I think? Is this happening? What's going on over there? This, that, and then some people be like, I don't even care. Like it won't phase you at all. It doesn't phase you at all. It's like Weibo. Weibo's always my example of Weibo is the happiest person I know in this world. There's no one happier than Weibo. But he doesn't know what's going on in the world. Doesn't look at news.
Doesn't even know what's going on next door to him.
Next door, nothing. I'll call Weibo, I'll give him updates on things. You know what I mean? And he's the happiest man. I'm genuinely serious. I've never met a man happier than him in my life. Just relax. Just relax. Because he's not thinking about
Gaza.
Nah, he is. Nah, he is. Hey, he is. I'll give it up to him. He actually did speak about Gaza before. But he like Trump meeting Putin in Alaska. He wouldn't think about that.
I don't even think he knows the Chinese girl crashed.
He doesn't
the
go
Rolls
about
Royce.
it. You know what I'm gonna do?
How does he not know about Lan?
He doesn't know about Lan, but guess what, cuz? He'll send me a cooked reel every now and then. He will send me a cooked reel, and sometimes I'll send him a cooked reel, and he'll say, I already saw that cooked reel because it's on my algorithm. We've cooked my algorithm. But yeah, shout out to him. What a time to be alive. You know, I just did something spontaneous. You know, every now and then you get bored, you're in the matrix, you're stuck in life. I think in Melbourne you get into a matrix of work, home, life, you know, and every now and then you just need a break out of it. You just want to break free. You just want to break free.
The matrix.
And I got a couple days off, and I'm like, you know what? So by the time this episode drops, I'll probably be heading home. Actually, I'll be back here. I'll be on my way back. But I wanted to go scuba diving in the Great Barrier Reef. So I wanted to do that. So I was gonna go catch a flight to Hamilton Island and do that. I'm an Australian. I love this country. It's an iconic place. You know what I mean? But my love does come at a cost. So I did the calculations for that whole trip. It was going to cost me about 1.8, 1.9 for the flights, accommodation to do the scuba diving. I've never done scuba diving before, so I want to do a day trip, learn how to scuba dive. I don't know why it came to my head. I think one of my cousins was speaking about it, and then it just stuck with me. And I'm like, it sounds like a sick experience. So I'm going to go, and then I'm like, why don't I go Bali? So I found the trip there for like half the price. So like about $1,000. And I can do and that's including everything, the whole package. So I'm going to go, yeah. And then I was telling one of my family members about it. I'm like, I'm going thing. And they're like, that's so cool. Enjoy your time. Man, enjoy your time while you're single. And you know what thought came to me? I don't want to be doing this when I'm older. I don't want to be the cool uncle. I don't want to be the cool uncle that rocks up. Because the thought dawned on me. You know...
I couldn't say that to me.
I don't want to be the cool uncle that rocks up and goes, yeah, I just came back from 6 weeks in Italy or Switzerland or China or America. I don't want to be those guys. You know what I mean?
With the Ray-Bans on.
I don't, because I don't want to be the guys like, hey kids, here I got a bag for you, or I don't want to be that.
You don't want to be that. You'd rather be the
At
nigga
45.
you'd rather be the nigga that gets woken up at 1 a.m. by his kid,
Yep.
crying, than be the one that's 6 weeks in Italy.
I'd rather be the guy that rocks up on Sunday morning, on a cold Sunday morning, at his kids' match, under 7 soccer, knowing my kid's probably below average, my son's below average. Yeah, I want to be those dads that up at 7 a.m., freezing cold, it's pouring down, watching my kid, and sitting there pretending like my kid's a baller. Because you have to. This is what, by the time I have kids, it's going to be 20, 42, 31, whatever. The kids are going to be playing, whatever age, whatever year it is. And you got to do that. That's what parents do. He knows his kid's deadbeat average, below average, not going to make it, but he's got to sit on the sidelines and go, that's my boy, after he kicks an own goal. And you know what? I'd rather be that. Because I just can't see myself. I don't want to, like, they have this thing where they make the cool auntie look cool. The cool auntie that comes in with an expensive bag and just came back from France and, you know, lives life on the edge. I don't see it. The idea doesn't sell to me.
Can't be you, yeah?
It can't be me. I want to be just that guy smashing down a coffee on Saturday, knowing I haven't slept in for 8 years. Eyes are baggier than this. exhausted, you know? Watching my kid play whatever Roblox. What are these kids playing now?
Roblox.
You know
Minecraft.
what I mean? Kid coming to me telling me I want to get Roblox credit. I want to be that guy at 45. Because I think it's time to just relax. Take the foot off the gas. Life cycle. You guys don't agree with me?
Nah.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
I'm
We got cool uncles here.
definitely
We got
the
cool
cool
uncles. What are we saying?
What do you say?
I'm definitely that guy in Italy, man. I haven't seen my nieces and nephews in like 3 years. Come in, give them a bag, give them a kiss, leave again. That's me. That's how I envision it. I mean, I wouldn't mind that lifestyle, honestly. Like, I feel like it's a cool lifestyle.
Yeah.
Personally, yeah. What about you?
Honestly, I don't mind it either.
Yeah.
To be honest, for me, it's rather if marriage and kids happen, it happens. If it doesn't, I'm happy to play my part as a cool uncle.
Exactly.
Rock up every 6 weeks, give him gifts. I don't have to watch him cry. I don't have to deal with the hassles, and I can just go fuck off somewhere else. I don't mind it at all. Yeah,
I just it doesn't sell like that.
I don't know. Babies don't sell, bro. Like. You have to, Jerry, like you have a kid, like yes, it's a beautiful feeling, but you're not thinking about that beautiful feeling at 3 a.m. when it's crying because it's just crying. You feed it, you change its nappy, it's still crying until it sleeps. And then you wake up the next day at 6 a.m., 2 hours sleep. No coffee's helping you there, brother. No coffee in the world is helping you.
You go work again at 7.
You're going to be thinking about us in Italy. Saying, I wish I was over in Italy right now.
Yeah. And you know what you guys will do just to piss me off? Just send me a couple vids.
No, FaceTime me,
You know what? FaceTime me. How about this? I'll see your missed call because you're inconsiderate because you guys are in France or Italy. You're on the coast of Marseille and you guys don't care. So you guys are going to be on the coast of Marseille and you're going to FaceTime me at 2 a.m. in Melbourne. And obviously I'm not going to pick up. But then I'm going to see your missed call. And I'm going to give you a call around, 7 a.m., 7:30. I'm on the way to work. Gone, 2 hours sleep. And all I see is, bro, you're missing out on this crazy sunset. Guys, missus chewing my ear off. Kid doesn't want to sleep. I got a son that thinks he's going to be a soccer player, but I know he's not. And
gas him up every day.
I'm gassing him up, and you guys are FaceTiming me going, yo, Rayvo, this sunset?
This mocktail that I have in my hand?
This mocktail? Yeah. What mosque are you going to? But, yeah. Because, you guys will just be kicking it, and I'm going to be like, fuck. But you know what? I reckon every now and then I'll crash out and go and be like, hey, listen, I got to go. Go for a week. Go to another country. Go to Thailand. Go to slow down. Relax on the beach. Slow it down. But I don't know. I just think like, I get your pitch. You guys are pitching it really well. You guys are really pitching it well. But bro, like, you know those like lunches you have, the family dinners, every 4 months, every 3 months.
That's the time we rock up.
That's the time you guys rock up and tell like crazy stories.
Every 3 months, yeah.
That's the time you rock up and tell like the craziest stories.
Yeah. So we're still there.
See us in the back of the pictures and stuff.
In the back, you don't even yeah.
2 thumbs up, you know.
But wouldn't you get lonely?
Nah.
You know?
Nah.
Honestly, I don't think I'd get lonely now.
If you're happy with yourself.
I think I'd enjoy it.
If you're comfortable with yourself, comfortable with your own space, don't see you getting lonely. There'll be times where you'll think about it, but then you'll look at it and be like, yeah, I'd rather not.
What have we become as a generation? What have we become? Since the start of mankind, think about it. Since the start of mankind, someone has given birth to you. And from them, someone has... every generation has had to have kids till you. From the start of mankind.
Exactly. It's true.
Till now. And you're just going to stop? Huh?
They didn't have contraceptions before, that's why. For being completely honest, you know, that shit's... They sell that shit for like $4.99
I was
right
gonna
now.
say that, but I didn't want to say it.
You
I'm
can
glad
say it.
Somali Steve said it.
You can say if he's right. Yeah. Okay, I get you.
I mean, look, it's not.
So you
my-
reckon a couple of our like great grandfathers were like, bro, I don't want these kids, but like,
I reckon if contraceptions came to planet Earth 1,000 years ago, there'll be like half the population on Earth right now.
Not even half. I
Not
reckon
even
like
half.
but they
25%.
I reckon
and
they'll
search it up. They've been using it for years. You
Let's
can
find
use
out.
intestines.
But it's
Of
like
animals.
not proper like effective contraception that doesn't have side effects.
Yeah.
Animal intestines, yeah, but like you have to go hunt the animal, get its intestine out.
Clean it out and stuff.
Yeah, that's too much effort.
I don't know, because I remember it's like I was seeing some video on YouTube about it, but I just find it interesting, man. I just find it So you reckon we wouldn't have that many people? Like people would have opted to not have children?
Oh, I guaranteed.
Yeah, ancient methods. Yeah, Egypt, the oldest known written record in Egypt in the Ibris papers, describes a mix of crocodile dung and honey placed in the word,
As sperm blockers.
the vaginal as sperm blocker. Okay, that's crazy. Greece uses herbal contraceptives. Yeah, and China and India early condoms made from silk paper.
No,
Or
those
animal
guys don't
intestine.
use contraceptives, bro.
Huh?
Chinese and Indians, they don't use contraceptives.
Nah, China, that one, of all of them, the Chinese and the Indians one didn't work.
Yeah.
Because there's
But-
a billion of them.
None of these were like popular.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? They're probably
Yeah.
written down, but I don't think they were used generally by
Yeah.
the population.
I just find it interesting. You guys are what's called? You guys are saying that to
But
be
I feel
honest.
like look at the declining birth rates in all the most wealthy countries. Do you know
But
what
do
I'm
you
saying?
think that's because
I think that's definitely to do with contraception.
I think it's to do with contraceptions and the fact that we're becoming more aware. I don't think-
I wouldn't call it aware, man. I think it's like initially back in the days, like you could tell that there was a difference. Like we're the generation of planned babies, we're the
That's what I'm
generation of
saying.
planned children versus unplanned children.
That's what I'm saying. You're
But
more
I feel
aware.
like, is it like if there's a will, there's a way. I believe that. Like for
Yeah.
example, if a kid, I believe in the term of risk, and if you make, like everyone has their own like amount that will be provided, for them. If you believe in God, and the fact that like we're sitting here going like, okay, we can't afford a child now,
I mean, is that not the sensible way to approach it? In a way, in a sense, like to be able to actually look at it and plan ahead and be like, all right, maybe we can't afford another child, let's just say. Is it fair to bring that child into the world and just expect like something to happen to where,
yeah, get him to get a scholarship or something. Like, like it's not like, like back in the days, let's just say, like now kids get iPhones. Kids can go private schools. A lot more kids go private schools
Yeah.
now than they used to. So you could tell, like, okay, these parents are like are engaged and like they got their kids going to like 6 different programs that they're paying for. Every kid's on that vibe now. I've realized like all these kids go to like, kid goes swimming on Monday. Tuesday he's going thing. Tuesday he's going soccer. Wednesday he's got arts and crafts. Thursday he's got religion class. Friday he's got like these kids are and these are all paid for things. I grew up on go down to the community center. If there's a free program, enjoy it. If you don't, see you later. I grew up on the life. Go downstairs, call your boys on the intercom. It didn't cost money.
but we didn't have internet back then, as accessible as it is right now. Because the alternative to the activities and the programs is the internet. And it's unfiltered and uncensored.
I get that, but I'm saying like it's just like it costs. I get what you mean by saying it costs money to like do programs and stuff. But what I'm saying is it's just like things used to just go. It used to be just go with the flow. You have a kid and just see how it goes. Like you have this like he'll figure things out. The kid will go to school and come back and be like, hey, I'm into tennis today, and then be like, all right, let's play tennis. We're gonna spend the money on tennis. Focus on tennis. Now I want to play tennis, soccer, and football. AFL. And you just got to somehow fit it all in. And that costs money.
Does.
And I think we owe, like, we're in a generation of planned babies. I get it. It's great. But at the same time, it's like, you probably could have skimmed through with an extra 3 children. You know what I mean? Like, if there's a will, there's a way. I genuinely believe in it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough. Kids are expensive now. Now, I think. Because of the way they're being raised. And don't get me wrong, the kids I think, academically perform much better than us. They probably perform much better than us academically.
Maybe not academically.
These kids fumbled. They're dumb, yeah.
They're dumb as shit.
Yeah?
They're dumb as shit. I work with a lot of like little kids. They're dumb as
Yeah.
shit, bro. Fuck me.
Yeah.
Like
What
they
is
can't. They'll get two sentences out before they get bored of the conversation.
Yeah.
They have
iPad kids,
no
Is
attention
it just,
span.
the attention span's a tough one too, but I think adults have it as well. But like we're having that issue now. I think as adults we have it in comparison to if you compare us to like grown grandparents. Like they're like, yo, it's a 45-minute conversation. When I go sit down, I got an auntie I sit with. Yeah, see, she went with the cool auntie approach. She has no kids. I got one auntie, she's got the cool auntie approach. She got no kids. She's not the cool auntie, but she's my homegirl. She's 70 years old. I chop her up. I go to her house. Go to my grandma's house. She lives with my grandma. We have tea together. Every week, once a week. If I don't come, she'll be like, where's this guy at? I go kick it with her. We're chilling and talking for an hour, minimum. It's a full conversation. There's no way out of it. I don't think any new kids can do that anymore. I don't think kids under 20 can do that anymore. You know?
iPad kids don't stand a chance, bro.
So what's the point of taking your kid tennis, karate, taekwondo, arts and craft, having all these things if the kid's going to come out at 15?
So you can retire.
How are you going to retire?
If your kid makes it, that's your one-way ticket.
I just think, I don't know. I just don't. I think these planned kids aren't working out, to be honest.
I don't know. I find the planned kids thing a bit smarter than just having kids and just running around aimlessly.
I wouldn't call it aimlessly. It's just like figuring themselves out.
But would you rather have it figured out? Like, I'm not thing, but like, would you rather have
no
it
one
figured
has
out?
it figured. The thing is, so like, for example, I think every parent comes out, be like, okay, my kid's going to be this. And then the school turns around and goes, bro, your kid's dumb as crap. Most of the time, that's what happens, yeah? Let's just say. Or your kid's bang average, yeah? People get offended by it, whatever. But like, back in the days, it used to be like, your kid's bang average, the dad would turn around and be like, work harder. Push yourself or whatever, you know? And then mom be like, all right, let's work harder. Maybe get a tutor. That's what happened generally. And then the kids will improve or whatever. And then they find the career that they like, get them into a career, and they start a life. And you know what was great about our generation? And I think we need to bring it back. We need like career, like goals, like a career someone can identify with. Something that they do as a career. Like,
I think times have changed, bro.
you reckon?
I think times have changed a lot, man.
How so?
I think there's a lot more opportunities now to just branch out from your traditional careers and be successful in it and actually make a living off it. Don't worry
100%.
about being wealthy about it. Just being able to put food on the table and a roof over your head. There's just so many options that the internet, just in general, the world provides as opposed to 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah. But I don't know, I'm saying like with the idea of like a career or like, for example, saying you're a lawyer or a doctor or something, it's admirable. It's something that's respected, but I think it's not as respected as it used to be back in it. And I think
now it's kind of frowned upon.
nah, it's not frowned upon. We need
No,
doctors
with
and
this
lawyers.
younger generation, it's just kind of like, oh, you're a lawyer, that's cool, but your life must be so boring. You make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I
They
mean?
see it as that, but like
Yeah.
They see it as that, yeah.
how generally it was seen in society was this person really worked hard.
Is the higher echelon of
work, like
of
this
like
person
society.
Push
Yeah.
themselves to get there. They grinded it out, and there's a result from it, and you're rewarded for it. Obviously, with that long-lasting career, that's rewarding both socially, economically, and I think, socially and economically as well. And you can grow from that as well, and there's potential to grow from it. And they're respected because they worked hard and they got a result. I think now it's like, I'm just figuring things out. I think a lot of people are I'm figuring things out. Don't get me wrong, I'm figuring things out right now at 28, you know what I mean? But like, I just think, no matter if you have a planned or unplanned baby, the kid's going to come out and try to figure themselves out.
Regardless.
You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
It's like that, bro, there's an Asian guy, but I'll say the story. There's an Asian guy on my team, yeah? And his dad was there in the change room, whatever. It was the funniest thing ever. It's the most classical Asian dad response. And the coach asked his dad, his dad was there, and he's like, let me just ask you, he goes, what makes you proud about your son? Because he wanted to link it to the story, like, you know, the classical G-up, what makes you proud about your son? Bro, his Asian dad just stared at him for a good 20 seconds before he said anything. And he goes, he's a good guy. I'm like, that is the most Asian response. I love it, bro. that is
He's a good guy.
and you know what I told him? I'm like, bro, I went to him later on. I'm like, bro, you know what your dad reminded me of? there's that scene in Family Guy where the dad opens the door, he goes, and the Asian kid is in the room studying, and he opens the door, he goes, "Why no, doctor?" And closes the door. Oh my God, bro. What else have we got, man? Oh, I was going to talk about the growth of fast-paced sports. That's something. Oh, you guys know about it. Like, obviously, like Ballers League. So there's this new thing where it's like sports that are being like streamed on Twitch, and a lot of like celebrities are backing it. You know, it's like sports like soccer. So like there's Ballers League where it's like soccer, but like or football, where you're playing the game and then halfway through the game, a dice is rolled, and the game's changed. So like from now on, if you pass the halfway, you can only score from half. Like you can't go back. You have to score now. So it makes the game more interesting. It's more attacking. It's more open. You know, games like paddle, in comparison to like the classical tennis, the growth of paddle is insane. Everyone's playing paddle now. You know, we were talking about paddle in like last year. We're saying, yo, paddle's it. Now every single person plays paddle. Like people are messaging me, like, "Hey, you want to play paddle?" I'm like, "Bruh, I'm over this sport now." Like, dude, this is so like 2024. This is so January 2024. What are you doing to playing it in 2025? What are you doing? You know? But like all these sports are growing, and it's like what's happening to the traditional custom sports. So like, do you think which one do you prefer to watch? If you were to watch, like for example, like me, I'm a classical guy. I'm old school. I love the Premier League. I love football. I really love soccer. Like,
is like esports part of it? Is that what you're talking about as well?
Nah,
like
not esports. So like fast-paced sports like paddle, the soccer one, so Ballers League. There's another one Gerard Piqué made, you know, that a lot of kids are watching now. The young kids are all watching it, and they're watching because their favorite streamers are streaming and watching this and reacting to it, and they're engaged. So like with me, I love football. I love soccer. I support Tottenham Hotspur, unfortunately, but like I can sit down and watch a 90-minute game of good quality football in comparison to like maybe a 15-year-old who probably doesn't enjoy that as much. They'd rather watch a Ballers League. They'd rather watch, get the name of the Gerard Piqué's league. There's like, where they have like teams and Twitch streamers and they're all engaged. I can't sit down and watch. I'll watch it, but like, I can't enjoy that as much as like watching a North London derby, you know? Watching a good game of like Arsenal versus, Tottenham versus Arsenal, or a Chelsea versus United. Those games, I love them, you know? And I love football.
So it's things like table tennis and badminton and...
No, not that. No. It's like football, Ballers League and stuff. And yeah, there's a massive shift even to esports. I think everyone's into esports. Do you watch esports? Like, what do you watch?
I used to.
What do you watch?
I used to Counter-Strike, League of Legends. That's
League of Legends.
But this guy loves LOL.
Yeah?
Come on,
Yeah.
now. All right, so we got. I typed in Football Borders League.
Yeah, so it's so for Deevs and Daveys watching to get an idea. So it's content first, not serious competitions. So it's good for YouTube and stuff. Showcase real skills. Oh, what's this? So format, 4 to 6 teams made up of friends, influencers, and local players. Games are for like 5-10 minutes long, high scoring and filmed in mini docu-series. So there's challenges. So like, for example, they'd have like week full only, every goal, one player sent off, stuff like that. I think that's like one of the ruling. There's another one where like they'll throw a dice into the stadium, and whatever the dice comes out, it's the rule. It's fun. It's like me and you playing soccer and getting creative, you know?
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
It sounds like fun, and the kids love it. So like, that's bringing millions of dollars to their market, you know? And it's just like, is this gonna be the future of sports? Do you see sports moving away from the traditional into like a fast-paced, shorter games? Go speak if you want.
Go for it.
Yeah, actually, I think the classic sports will always have their place, but I think eventually we'll get to a point where the fast-paced sports are more popular than the classic sports. Because everything, like, even if you just take it out of the sports context, everything's just fast-paced. Like society, the world, it's just everything's fast-paced.
Yep.
So I think people are going to start to deviate from 90-minute games because people won't have the time to watch 90-minute games. and just enjoy the quick little fun 15-minute matches.
Even the highlights. Like, for example,
Yeah,
like,
the highlights too.
so I think sports are having that issue right now, where the kids rather watch the highlights of a match than actual match.
Yeah.
So kids would rather, like, people would rather watch, let's just say the English Premier League, there's a game on for the Premier League. They'd rather watch the highlights. They won't actually watch the whole game. Or, for example, for NBA, kids would rather just jump on, if there's overtime, they'll be like, let me just jump on the stream. So obviously streaming, obviously they're going to lose money from streaming. Ad revenues goes down. And obviously it's going to influence the players as well, salaries. So obviously their salaries might even have to come down.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so and clubs might go bankrupt and stuff. So it might impact the sports as well. And it's just like, I think clubs are struggling. I think that these leagues and these professional sport teams are trying to prepare themselves for this transition.
But, traditional, like soccer, for example, that's been around for how long now, Almost 100+ years at this point. Did it start in 18
No,
something?
it's been around for years. But
do you think anything's topping that in the next 50 years, you reckon?
No.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like the amount of industry that's been built around it, how global it is, how big it is. Look at the NBA as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
There's money in it.
Massive amounts.
There's a lot of money in it. But they're losing money in ads. They're not making the monies they used to. So what happens is, if they're not making the money they used to make, the streaming, like the guys that are paying for like they get the contracts, for example, like Paramount or Stan Sports and stuff. They go, hey, we're not going to make as much money off this. Because no one's signing up because they don't want to watch the 90-minute games. They can just jump on our YouTube channel, which is free, watch a quick 3-minute soccer highlight, in comparison to like someone like me who wants to watch the whole game.
So you'd actually want to watch the whole game rather than a highlight?
I'd watch it. I for example, with Tottenham's games, I watch the whole game.
I'm a highlight person. See, I actually really enjoy a good highlight. I'd rather just watch the quick highlight rather than the full 90-minute game.
It's tough in Australia because obviously we have the worst possible hours. For example, because the Premier League's back, EPL's back. We're all excited, but when your team's playing at 2 a.m., it's tough. What I do is generally, I'll go to bed earlier that night and I'll watch the game the next day. So I'll watch the 90-minute game, but I'll go to bed, let's just say 10 p.m. so I can wake up 6 a.m. and watch the whole game before I go to work or whatever, start my day. But not everyone's doing that. 70% of people are waking up in the morning, maybe watching the mini match, maybe watching the highlight, or maybe watching like there's a mini match and then there's like what's the other one? Mini match. There's like another one. It's like a 10-minute one. There's a 30-minute one.
There's like
extended highlights.
Yeah.
They watch the extended highlights. Most people are just going to go on the Stan Sports and watch the 4-minute highlight video. And that's an issue. You know what I mean? So yeah, they're losing money, and it's just like, could this be the end of these sports that we've loved? As a heavy soccer fan, it's just like, it's tough seeing. It's going to be tough if in 15, 20 years, it's like, hey guys, there's only this many games now because we can't afford, times have changed, to be honest, man. What else we got? You want to do the Deevs and Daveys question before we get out of here? One question was, this one I want to read it. I'm going to read it directly because I was still confused. I'm not going to answer the question because I don't actually have the answer for that one. The rise of BBLs in Melbourne or Australia.
Shout out to that Diva David who wrote that, by the way.
And then someone goes, Rayvo and Damo chopping it up are the best eps and you can't change my mind. So use the TED reference. This is the one we're going to actually do. If you could direct a movie based on anything or / anyone, what genre and storyline? Let's make a movie, boys.
Now hold up. Let's go back to that BBL question for
Bro,
a second.
I don't know. That's it.
What rise in BBLs?
My biggest question is, how'd you notice that?
Where do you see BBLs in Melbourne? That's my thing.
I don't know.
I haven't seen any.
I've never seen it.
I've never seen.
I don't know.
I've never seen a BBL.
I don't know what it looks like. I actually don't. I'm not lying to you. I don't, man. Brothers out here lowering their gaze, man. But hey, let's do a storyline. We're gonna start off the storyline. What genre first are we doing?
Let's keep it interesting. Let's go horror.
Horror? Okay, we'll go horror.
So we make up our own movies with.
Let's make a movie together right now. We'll make a movie.
Right now, yeah. Okay,
So
cool.
Go horror.
Horror.
Do you agree with horror?
Yeah. I fuck with horror.
Yeah. We can go horror.
There's different types of horror though. I like the hack and slash. You know that old thriller movie?
You talking about like
Like
Saw?
Saw?
Yeah.
Similar to Saw. You know the Christmas movie with that?
Freddy Krueger?
Very similar.
What's the one where he's sleeping? You're sleeping.
Terrorizer?
Terrifier?
Terrifier. That was it.
Terrifier.
Yeah, Terrifier
Okay.
3 that came out. I like that movie.
Okay, so let's go with. Let's change things up. We don't want to stereotype. It's 2025. We're politically correct. We want to get the numbers, and you know what? We're gonna make something that's thought provoking, and it's probably gonna piss 90% of the people off. So we're gonna make the villain black. We're gonna make this sick mass murderer black, because generally it's always the white guy, whatever. You know what I mean? Generally, let's switch things up.
Switch things up. All right,
Let's switch
fair
things
enough.
up. Go black. What's his issue? What's his problem? What's his problem? What does he love? He has to love something sick. You know how they're always into like the Jeffrey Dahmer's into like weird stuff. What's he into?
How about like a transgender guy who went off the rails? For example, like
We can.
he used to be a boy and now he wants to be a girl. People tell him no and then he just loses it. What do you reckon?
What do you mean?
Like he's a transgender guy, right? But he thinks he's a woman. And then he goes to the system and people keep telling him, nah, bro,
Rejected.
you're not a girl. You're clearly a man. And
Yeah.
then he just goes off the rails
So he just goes for heteros.
and he just starts
He goes for heterosexual couples. He only attacks couples.
No, we have to get more specific than that.
He only attacks. You
He only-
know what? No.
he
I
only
got
attacks
it.
females.
I got it. His car was the car that was parked that Landland crashed into.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Landland
all
crashed
right.
to a Rolls Royce into his car.
Into this guy's
and
car.
police didn't even look into it. They didn't come back to him. Nothing.
So he hates China and the CCP.
He hates wealthy people. He hates wealthy nepo babies. He hates nepo babies. And his thing is he loves to kidnap nepo babies.
How does he feel about Chinese people?
He's all right because he goes Langzhou.
Okay.
He goes Langzhou.
But Lan hit his car.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Because we're woke, we don't see race.
Right.
We don't see
okay,
race.
my bad, yeah.
Nepo,
Sorry.
We
Nepo
don't see-
babies?
we're
Okay,
woke.
okay, cool.
So he's not angry at Landland because she's Asian. He's angry at Landland because she's rich.
She's
All
a
right.
Nepo baby.
All
okay.
right.
She's a nepo baby.
Okay.
So he kidnaps nepo babies.
Does he ask for ransoms or how are we doing this?
And he asks for weed ransoms. Bring me this, instead of saying I want him $5 million, bring me this chair worth $5 million. Bring me this random Russian Moscow chair. And what happens is that his goal is to furnish a house. And that's his clue. So he's asking for random things, but it's to decorate a house. And he's building a house.
Okay.
Okay.
Where,
So
where does he keep his victims?
where's the horror aspect of
'Cause-
this?
The kidnapping.
So he's,
Oh.
he's stolen this person, this Nepo baby.
Yeah.
So where
he
does he
does it
keep?
heaps of times, heaps of nepo. Every time he gets a nepo, he asks for something: a couch, a light bulb. An apartment, something random, like, not an apartment, like something he can get delivered. So say, deliver this chair to me, deliver this mattress, and all of this is exquisite. I need the crown from Buckingham Palace, something like that. You know, like of the Queen or something.
Right.
So he does that. And he says, I'll torture every time. And if it doesn't, he'll torture them in a way. A nepo baby.
Okay, how does he torture them? Because that's the main horror question.
I'm not saying that because I'm on camera. You guys can talk about the torture.
What do you think?
Oh, all right. How does he
Nothing
torture
too
this?
sick.
so what
yeah.
was he? Oh, okay. Filter?
Not too filtered, but like just
No,
enough.
I'll keep it filtered. I'll
Yeah,
keep
okay.
it filtered. Okay.
So it can't be classical like chopping off fingers and stuff like that.
So-
This guy is more crafted, more in his own ways, right? So he's got to come up with new creative ways to torture this Nepo baby, right? So his main arguments are you don't really deserve the amount of money that you have. You were just born into this world, all free, willy-nilly, get to do whatever you want. So maybe he like restrains them somehow. So I'm thinking like,
I know he
what?
does.
With what exactly? Restrains her with what? Or him with what?
Instagram followers. social media, if they make like social media, if they're big on Instagram.
Oh right.
So he's like a stalker.
No,
Like,
maybe he like
yeah.
makes them have sex with like animals
Chill,
on camera.
bro. Chill, man.
Too much?
Dude, that's too much, bro.
Alright.
Relax,
Hey,
man.
but it's a horror movie though.
I know,
What
but-
It's a
could
horror
this guy
movie.
do?
Like you
He's
gotta
got
understand
torches
horror
or
movie.
what?
It's a work.
Should we bring it down then to like an action sort of like thriller, drama thriller?
Yeah.
Because horror is just like
Okay, yeah,
horror
yeah,
just
no,
sends.
it's not
We're
things.
gonna, we're gonna have okay. You
Let's
gotta
get
change
it.
it.
that's
That
the
was
thing.
just crazy.
That's where I was like,
Yeah, the animal one.
no, your perspective, Somali
That-
Steve. That's where I was going.
Honestly,
that's horror. Yeah, I get
think
it.
about
but-
it. Okay, cool. So it's a thriller now.
A drama thriller.
Alright, a drama thriller.
Let's just say it's rated like
Okay,
M.
so how about his stalking?
Not
his-
even.
MA, PG.
E. Educational.
Alright, so we
Okay.
got a black transgender man. And what's his thing?
Huh?
We've taken the transgenderism thing out of it, right? Is that still part of the equation?
Yeah, it's still part of it.
That's the educational
Yeah.
part.
So he's a transgender man who thinks he's a woman who hates nipple babies, and it's
His
a
car got
thriller.
crashed by Lan.
Okay, say he's stalking Lan now. Say that. How about he's on a mission to stalk Lan and get his revenge because the government hasn't given him his
Yep.
fair due,
Yep.
right? So the film would start with him in one of the flats in Sydney, trying to come up with a
He
good
lives in the apartment under 1-4.
under
1-4 live in the apartment above him, and they're loud and they're inconsiderate, and that's his life. You know, when you're living, and they have like a trap house system in the walk ups in Mount Druitt, and he lives under them, and he's one of like the mesquite guys in the area. So that's
So he comes home and all he has is on his TV is Lan on a big fucking TV screen, and he's just watching all her Instagram feeds and seeing what she's up to, what she's doing,
yeah, he's stalking her.
plotting, planning,
Yeah,
trying to think about a way to.
let's change Lan's name to something else
Oh.
because it's the real person. Let's go with Wan. Let's go with like I don't know.
One Lao.
One Lao. Yeah, because he's beef with 1-4 or he's beef with one Lao. Yeah.
All right. One Lao. She's is that still a she?
Bro, this movie sucks. Anyways, what happens is
A fucking terrible
Deevs
movie.
and Daveys, listen,
Terrible,
it's a
terrible
tough one.
movie.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
How does it end? I finished with that.
How does it end?
How does the movie end?
The $70 million bail comes to him. Let the villain win in the end.
What happens to Wan Lan? She's still alive?
She goes back to China, she goes back to her family, and she's shamed.
All right, fair enough. That's a happy ending for the bloke.
Yeah. And then he buys out the record label for 1-4.
Can we call him a bloke though? I don't think we call him that though.
They buy up 1-4. No,
Hey, 1-4 is not that far from Sydney, from Melbourne, guys.
no, as in like,
They could
yeah,
potentially come to Melbourne.
Nah, what do you mean? This is a part of the story, man. This is an Australian thriller. Like, all the money that we make from this movie goes to Australian taxpayers.
That's fair enough.
You know
That's
what I
fair
mean?
enough. Yeah,
But
that's fair
Deevs and
enough.
Daveys, send more questions actually, so we can actually plan this out. Like, I think we know we're not directors. We don't know what's going on.
You know what this plot sounded like? Have any of you heard of the recent movie Ice Cube was in?
I heard about that. It was
That
so
war?
terrible. Oh my gosh.
That movie came as they gave that movie a 1-0, yeah?
Zero. It's zero.
You got a 0.
It was a 0.
Give it like a 0.5 or something. I think they were just being generous. That didn't deserve it.
Yeah.
Have you watched it? Any of you guys watched it?
Nah.
I think it went straight from the cinemas straight to Netflix. How long was it in the cinemas for? Like 2 weeks? A week?
No way.
Honestly, it's on Netflix right
It's
now.
on Netflix.
They struggled. Deevs and Daveys, I hope you enjoyed Rayvo and Friends. I know it was an unorthodox episode. I don't know what we're going to clip from this. I don't know what we're going to call this episode. But appreciate you. Make sure you hit the follow and subscribe button. Damien will be back next week. Hopefully we'll get a guest on. Thanks, boys, for jumping on as always. Slavi, Sabali, appreciate y'all.
One love.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your night. Stay humble. Faith.